Right, here we go. This is game one of the Atlantic Cup 2025. This is going to be the Sackville Knights versus, I say, the Cole Harbor Wolves, although they're spread out a little bit. We've already met this team once. Last weekend, we lost the game to them, although it was a good game. Sorry, I say Wolves. It's the Huskies. I'm going to have to edit that. Huskies. My bad. All right. Few lineup changes here. We got Urquhart joining us. We've got Chucky LeBlanc joining us. So you've got Urquhart, Mason, and Tony on this line. First time they've played together all season. Let's see if they had any chemistry. Tony on the wall. Kaleda out there. We know him. Perky lost his stick there. Siderick sends it to the wall. Huskies dump it deep. This is Tyler Kendall behind the net. He sends it around the wall. Mason's going to try and pick it up. He gets hit hard. Here goes Tony. He's going to try and send that over to Mason. He's got it. Mason's got the wheels. He loses it, though. And they're able to clear that. Here goes Porter. You don't want him to have any time and space. Good job by Tony to come in there and break that up. Porter still has it. Berkey dumps that deep. He's got to go off. On comes the next line. This will be Sturge, Chucky, and Jaden Walsh already out there. On the blue line here is Rodenheiser and Bowden. Bowden back after a mild shoulder injury after that crazy hit. Might have actually been against this team. That gets sent around the wall. Rodenheiser's there. Chucky gets bumped. Chucky's got it. He goes behind the net. Trying to find a pass. There's no one there, though. Bowden dumps that back in. It's going to come around behind the net. That gets chipped. Doesn't come out. That gets sent back in. Thompson and LeBlanc battling here in front of me. Great job there by Rodenheiser to hold the line. Thompson. Nurse. Able to clear it this time. Owen's got to go back. Sturgey comes off. Harvey comes on. Jaden Walsh dumps that in. Harvey's hard on this. That goes all the way down. That's going to be icing. Matheson between the pipes for the Huskies, a.k.a. the Wolves. I mean, they're both dogs. Can't blame me for messing that up. McCauley at center. Harvey playing wing today. Smith is out there as well on the other wing. Groom and Siderick on the blue line. Getting a net adjusted here. We're good to go. Harvey steals that for Porter. McCauley battling in the corner. That comes around to a blue jersey. Good pass there. Great job there by Sid. Sid sends that up. That's going to hit a blue jersey, though. That was first shot on net for volley. Easy save. No threat. Harvey poke checks that forward. Jack's there. Jack. Oh, Harvey comes through. Toe drags through. Oh, man. Great opportunity there. Harvey staying high. Missed that pass. He's going to go off. He was going to try and just tip this in. Instead, Porter still has it. He's tired. He makes a mistake there, which Sid capitalizes on. Sid misses Irk. And as a result, that's going to be icing. Mason on the wall. Murphy's got this. He's got Tony with him. He sends it over to Tony. Tony rips it. 1-0 for the Knights on the Aliga goal. All credit Durkart on that one. Kendall gets beat on that one. He's back out front. Dangerous there. Mason Cole, here he goes. He sends it over to Tony. Tony sends that up for Mason. Mason rips that. That was an easy save for Matheson, though. Right on target. If you're trying to hit his chest. On comes Chucky's line. Chucky versus Porter. Young sends that behind the net. Number 9 sends that over. Goes right back behind the net. This is Parsons. Don't want to get into it with him. Got a reputation for being a very hard hitter. There you see an attempt on Bowden. In fact, he was the one who hit Bowden, I believe, last game. Parsons steals that from Sturge. Chucky's got it now, though. He dumps it behind the net. Sturge goes down hard. Ball sheet. Rodenheiser holds the line. He sends it over to his partner, who's Bowden. Bowden loses it. This is a huge mistake. We got a 2-on-1 here. That hit Bolly right in the face. Not out of trouble, 100%. Although, here goes Walshy with a breakaway. Not his specialty. Let's see what he can do. Matheson gloves that down. Smith battling. McCauley takes this. Harvey, he rips it. Nice save there by Matheson. Smith. McCarr's got to reset. Sends it over to Groom. Groom's in great position. He's got time and space. Sends it back to McCarr. McCarr sends that along the wall. That's going to be a turnover, though. While he covers that up, he wants a whistle. There goes Mace. Saucers it over to Urquhart. Urquhart catches it, but he fans on it. As a result, it's a turnover. This is Henneberry. They're up with numbers. Henneberry sends that. That's actually a shot on net. Ball, he sent it to the corner. They still have it. Well, now Tony has that. He sends that up for Mason. Urk's calling for the drop. He gets it. He'll rip this. Nice save by Matheson there. Great play by Urk and Mason. Good job there by Kendall to hold the line twice. This is Thompson. Thompson tries to carry it. That was a dumb move. Hard shot there by Mason. Huskies making all kinds of mistakes. That should be icing, but they wave it off. Looks like there's an arm in the air. Someone's going to the box, and it's going to be us. Cross-checking is the call. Looks like it's going to be Mr. Urquhart. No, he's going to the box. Who's it going to be? Danny Mack. PK here for the Knights. Can't see who's out there yet. McCauley, I think, is at center. I think that might be Jack Smith. On the left-hand side of the ice there, playing right wing. Just waiting for the penalty to be up on the board there. Someday someone will invent a time clock that's easy to use. The boys beside me are saying it was a weak penalty. I didn't see it myself. All right, we're ready to roll here. Kaleda versus McCauley, I think. It is McCauley. McCauley's going to clear this all the way down. That will register as a shot on goal. Not one that had any chance of scoring. That gets dumped in deep. Here's Young. Young covered by Smith. Bumped down, though. Smith's got that high center of gravity. Sometimes it's hard to stay on your feet. Porter is fighting. Bowden. Bowden rips this all the way down. Great PK. We're going to change our penalty kills. It's going to bring on Tony and Mason. Mason got deked bad there. Ethan Parsons has it. Not able to toe drag it through, but someone else claps at it. They missed wide. Mason backhands it. It comes out. Rod changing the D. Sid and Groom are out there. Tony and Mason stay out there. Offsides again. Battle here in front of me. Mason wins it. Mason sends it out to Groom. Groom fans on that pass. He gets it to Makar with the second attempt. Makar rifles that all the way down. 35 seconds left to kill or so. Young. Nice pass over to Parsons. Parsons has a heavy shot. But instead, he decided he was going to go through everybody. And as a result, it's another clear. 15 seconds or so left in it. There goes Young again. He drops the shoulder. Smith's covering him. Long lead pass over to Muse. He just dumps that in, hoping something happens, and it didn't. That's offside. Back to Tomer. Tomer misses that pass. Really, really sloppy play by the Huskies here. Not like their first game. They are not playing well, in my opinion, here. Kerr sends this over to Harvey. And we're going to get another penalty, this time to Siderick. Slashing is the call on number 7. Chucky and Walsh will kill this penalty. Kendall's out there. I think it's McIsaac is the other defenseman. 2:38 left to play in the first period. 1-0 for the Knights. Again, Huskies not playing great, although they probably have similar number of shots on goal to us. Nothing really threatening. That one was dangerous. Bolly covers up, wants a face-off. That was a weak shot on Bolly, but he didn't see much. He was able to stand up at the last minute and block that with his body, but probably their best scoring opportunity thus far. Urquhart and Mason out there to kill. Oh, that was dangerous. Mason with the wheels. There's no one faster in this league. Nice snipe. He takes an elbow right to the face, too. That's going to put us on the power play, I suspect. It doesn't. Should. It's going to piss Mason off, though. You don't want to make Mason mad. Beautiful snipe by Cole. Certainly, without a doubt, fastest player in this Nova Scotian League. We don't know about the New Brunswick teams in this particular cup, but there was no one even close to as fast as Mason in the teams that we played, at least. Goes Adam. Adam rips one. Oh, nice shot by Harvey again. Can't find a hole, though. He's laughing out there. Would have been another shorty. Offsides is the call. Jason Lively out with a broken hand here, so he's not playing this weekend. He's certainly the fastest player in the league when it comes to burst speed. No one even, in my opinion, even close to Kaysen. Kaysen on the straight line, Kaysen on the burst. Two fastest players. You do have number 2 out there in blue. He's fast as well. There goes Harvey. Can you get a shot off this time? No, he's just going to button hook. Kill this penalty. Harvey killing all kinds of clock. He's going to pin it on the boards. It's going to kill that penalty. Beautiful. Walshy, he'll rip it from there. Not able to. There was a stick on it. Walsh, he's going to button around. Nice job there by Walsh. He's going to dump it to the corner. Harvey goes off. Tony comes on for him. McNeil had enough of that. He's going to the box, though. Honestly, that was a good job by McNeil. You had to stop that. Came in and defended his teammate, even if it cost you 2 minutes. You had to sit them down. Sackville will see its first power play. Right, a weird-looking power play here to start the game. Harvey sends that right over to Sturge. Sturge sends it right to Groom. Groom sends it back to Harvey. Harvey sends it over to a wide open McCarr. McCarr rips that. Nice job there. Can Groom hold the line? Nope. And that's why Sturge did what he did. It's because we were at the tail end of a period. I didn't notice that. So they'll get a little bit of a break here. And I suspect power play unit number 1 will come out. And this should be a very, very strong power play unit with the addition of Andrew Urquhart. Two nothing's your score. Aliga and Cole with the goals. Cole with a shorty. Groom, Mason to Groom. Groom taking a look. He's going to leave it for Urky. Urky's going to try and get this in. He's got all kinds of blue jerseys to beat. He saw that. As a result, he loses the puck. Walsh sends that over to Mason. Mason sends it to Urk. Urk will try again here. He gets through this time. Button hooks on the wall. Gets it knocked off his stick, but right onto the stick of Mason. Mason rips that. Not sure if that was saved or what. And they clear. Decent start to the power play. Urky gets it again. Urky long lead pass to Mason. Mason loses that, and they clear it. That was not ideal. Groom going to go behind the net, set up a little bit better. Going to go over to this side to Walsh. Walsh picks it up. He skates it in. He's on the wall. He leaves it for Cole. Nope, they clear it again. That's going to be a change, I suspect. Chucky's coming off. Sturge goes on. Who's the other kid? Harvey, maybe? Yep, Harvey goes on. Andrew tries to go through everyone. That didn't work, and as a result, they're going to clear that. This power play needs to set up better than this. You're not going to crash through everyone in this league. Not with any percentage of success. Sturge not able to catch that pass as a result. And we're back to 5-on-5. So, not a great looking power play, to be honest. Sid backhands this to neutral ice. It gets out for a second. Bolly's going to cover that up smartly, wisely. And let's reset these lines. All right, Brandon McCauley comes out. He replaces Sturge. McCauley take the draw. Huskies won the draw. Harvey intercepts that. Good read on that by Harv. Harv gets hauled. Not down, though. No call. He tries to send it around for Smith. He finds him, just not the path he intended. He sends it to the blue line for Kendall. Kendall whacks it right back to Harvey. Harvey kicks it. Can Kendall get there? Not in time. So he falls. Good job by Smith to cover up there. McIsaac pushes his kid. Cully's in helping. Battle here. McIsaac sends that around the wall. Kendall sends that back for McIsaac. McIsaac backhands that to Smith. Smith goes down hard again. McIsaac ices it. No, it's going to be waved off, but it'll allow us to change lines. Walsh drops the shoulder, hits a kid. This is Bowden here. Bowden's got it. He's behind the net. Bowden puts on the brakes. Walshy battling. Walshy hit the ref, not able to clear it. As a result, they got a shot, not on target. Goes through Walshy's legs. Walshy, he loses it. Gets it back. Sturge got a one-handed backhand on that slid into the crease. Not much of a scoring opportunity, but was on target. Chucky's at center. .751 left to play in the second period. This is Parsons. Hard to knock him off the puck. He's big and strong. Dare I say, one of the strongest in this league. Got a couple kids in Cape Breton you're going to want to compete with, but Porter, good job by Bowden to get a piece of that. Very rare that Porter doesn't go to the box for at least 2 minutes in a game. I believe he led the U15 Major League in PIMS, and they were almost all 2 minute, the odd double. Good job by that big defenseman there. Keep that in there. Tony took a big hit to the back. Here goes Erkey. He's flying. He sends it over to Mason. Mason's got all kinds of time and space. Mason takes long shot. The juicy rebound that Erk picked that up. Bolly's going to play this. Nice job by Bolly to play that. Mason falls. Here goes Andrew. Andrew gets the puck knocked off. We're going to get a penalty there. He got dragged down. Now, I suspect you will see power play unit number 1. No, you're not. Because those kids are out there too long, I guess. Oh, they're calling Andrew for the penalty. So, coincidental penalties. So it's just going to be 5-on-5. They both got called. I didn't see what Urquhart did. Smith behind the net. He takes a look. Drops that in for McCauley. McCauley, he sends it to the blue line for Sid. Sid will shoot this. He does. Easy save, though. This is Groom. Groom for Harvey. Harvey wasn't able to get good wood on that stick. He picks it up behind the net. He's got it. He sends it to McCauley. McCauley sends it out. And Sid's got to come back and get this. He sends it over to Groom. Groom right back to Sid. This is on the wall. Sid missed that pass, though. Didn't hit the right angle. Harvey's got this. Harvey, long lead pass to McCauley. McCauley's in. What can you do? Oh, good opportunity there by McCauley. Weak backhand. Huskies put that in deep. Again, forgive me for putting the Wolves on the score clock. That was my bad. Harvey sends that up, hits the mesh. That'll have a face-off. That'll result in a line change. I thought we were playing the Wolves here when I set up the score clock. In fact, it is the Huskies. My bad. Good defensive play there by the Huskies. Chucky was able to steal that and exploit a mistake. Walsh has it in the corner. He takes a bump. Chuck comes in to help. There's a battle in the corner. Puck is in the feet. Chucky comes away with it. He gets sandwiched there on the half wall. That goes around to the other wall. Nice poke check there by that blue jersey, number 92. I think that might be Parsons. Maybe he's 91. Comes out. Yeah, that's not Parsons. That's Caldwell, number 92. Huskies hemmed into their end here. Tony took a little bump. No big deal. This is Walsh. Walsh reversed his kid. Nice. Tony sends it out front. No one there to receive it. Collie out there playing center. Blue. They finally come away with it. They're out of their zone. And no icing. Oh, we know this kid, number 11. Theopolis or something like that. Dowden sends that up for Mason. Mason not able to grab that. He'll get a second attempt. He's got all kinds of space here. You know what Mason does with space? Not that typically. It goes down. That pops out. This is going to be icing. Waved off. Not sure what happened there. We gave up on that puck. Hopefully this doesn't cost us. That hit number 77 stick, though. He's got Harvey with him on the other wing. He elects to shoot. Mason going to the box. I think. Not sure what he did. Behind the play. We got to kill another penalty. 2:54 left to play in the second period. All right. Now we've got it up there. We've got player number 27 up there, but... Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. He's got the tape on his jersey. Smith holds it in the corner. Battle in the corner. Kids crashing in. It's 3-on-1. Doing a good job there to kill time. Blue comes away with it. Nice pass there. Little off target, that one, though. Still a tricky save for Bolivar. He had to be sharp. Porter complaining that he didn't get the call. Sturgeon Walsh out there. That shot missed wide. Porter, he fanned on it. He goes and hits Sturge hard, though. Dumb play there by that defenseman. Comes out. No. Parsons loses it to Walsh. Walsh isn't able to clear it all the way down. They reset. 41 seconds left. Walsh is able to intercept that. Sturge not able to clear it all the way down. Boys got to take a look. Oh, Walshy's in. Walshy with the shorthanded goal. 3-0. Matheson got a piece of that. But not enough to keep it out of the net. Beautiful snipe by Jaden Walsh. 32 seconds left to kill, though. Second shorty of the game. Harvey's going to pick this up. Not able to clear it, though. There, McCauley. Oh, McCauley fanned on it. Did that come out? No. Harvey was able to clear it that time. Went right to McCauley's stick. And we're going to get a face-off. McCauley and Harvey stay out. 1 second left to kill in the Cole minor. And Cole's out. Oliver covers up. He wants a face-off. That will bring out 5. No, just 3 new players for the Huskies. All 5 on the Knights remain the same. McCauley at center. Again, Smith and Harvey on the wings on this line. We got Kendall and McIsaac. Harvey poke checks that to Smith. Smith. It's a battle. Don't know where it is. The blue jersey comes away with it. That'll do it for that penalty. 3-0 is your score for the Knights. Certainly, the Knights have had the edge the entire 24 minutes that we've played this game thus far. Not the same Huskies team that we saw on the weekend. Although, in my opinion, they weren't great. They did win the entire tournament. Not at all. All right, we'll have Chucky LeBlanc's line start this third period. Again, in this tournament, it is a 12-12 and a 15-minute period, just like in the regular season of the Atlantic Hockey Group spring season. Blake pushes his kid down. That's Porter. There's bodies flying everywhere down there. Chucky and Leda both fell. Here goes Sturge. He sends it to Chuck. Passes were slightly off target there, but that was a nice looking play. Both passes just off by a couple inches. Jaden. That comes all the way back. This is going to be Young. Young chips that on the wall. Nice play there. This is Porter. Again, he's got wheels. Nice pass by Kalita. Backhand. Didn't get by volley, though. Here goes Tony. Tony chips it. It goes out. Tony gets hit hard. And his stick goes flying. Matheson. He leaves that for McNeil. McNeil sends that all the way up. Urquhart read that the whole way. He's going to steal that. Urquhart tried to dump it deep, but McNeil intercepted it. Cole's got it here. He's got Urquhart open. No, he blind passed it to Urquhart. And unfortunately, there was a blue jersey in between the two of them. Offsides is the call. Face off outside the zone. 3-0 is your score. 13:34 left to play in the game. All Knights. That gets gloved down by Urquhart. Urquhart goes behind the net, tries to find Mason. There was a bunch of blue jerseys there, but he almost rebounded it off of a jersey to score. Good opportunity there, too, for Cole. Andrew gets his pocket pick there. This is Muse. He sends it up behind his player. Bowden was in a good position there. Somehow, Blue still came away with it, though. Nice pass there by that kid. And that gets dumped in deep. This is Bowden behind the net. Bowden just sends that to neutral ice. Mason's flying. You see his speed here. He hits the post there. The outside of the post, though. Harvey dumps that behind the net. Away comes the blue jerseys. Again, Ethan Parsons, number 91. A very, very heavy hitter. Intimidates a lot of kids. Although this Knights team isn't easily intimidated. This is Smith. Smith's got it. He's going to carry it to the corner. He evades the hit. He's out front. He's going to try and find someone. He tries to find McCully. McCully didn't know it was coming. McCully did a good job to retain possession, at least temporarily. He kicks it to himself. He needs help, though. All blue jerseys there. Away goes Porter Kaleda. He saucers that over. He missed the target, though. The target was Parsons. Oh, that comes out. There's McCauley. Parsons had the size advantage on that one, though. Walshy's out there. Pauly has to be sharp. That comes out. They're well offside, so they have to buy some time to get the boys onside. Harvey got a tiny little piece of that. And on the second attempt, that goes high and out of play. We'll have a face-off. We'll complete the line. Sturge comes out. So we've got Chucky, Sturge, and Walsh. We've got Sid, I believe, and the Badger. Walsh backhands that to Sid. Sid's got that. He sends it out. Not able to get to neutral ice. So they're still on side. Sid's going to try again. This time he tries to chip to Walsh. Not able to. Chucky's going to pick this back up. He loses it behind the net. Sackville hemmed in here. That shot went high and wide. No risk of scoring there. There's a bump on the wall. Can't see from this angle what's happening. Chuck's there. Chuck saucers that backhand over to Walsh. Walsh does a great job to evade both kids. Wasn't able to get by that third kid, though. And to neutral ice it goes. Siderick just dumps that in. Zurich actually almost found a hole there on the right side of Matheson. Number 15, Gay. He's a chippy player. Got to watch out for him getting into it with Walsh. 10:31 left to play in the game. The Urquhart line is out. They're yelling at Tony for something. Andrew wins it, slides it over to Mason. That was a great job. It's there. And away come the Huskies. Andrew's charging in there. He steals that. He wants to find Mason. Not able to find a hole that time. It's only a matter of time, though. Nothing you can do if you get that on Mason's stick with a little bit of space. Rodenheiser took a big bump there. Irk sends it over to Bowden. Bowden sends it to the corner for Cole. Cole behind the net. He blindly sends it out for Tony. Tony wasn't able to get good wood on that, though. Great opportunity there for Aliga, though. That would have been his second of the day. Net comes off. We'll have to get that adjusted. And the Macaulay line comes out to replace those kids. 9:51 left to play in the game. Still all Knights. Sackville has been hemmed into their own end a couple times, but nothing really of any note came of it. Smith, he goes, whacks at it, kicks it, sending it forward for Macaulay. Macaulay's got it now. Macaulay's battling. He loses it, though, on the wall. McNeil's got it. Harvey sends that right back to Smith. All kinds of time and space here. Can he find Macaulay? No. Harvey sends that forward for Smith again. Smith gets tied up. Kendall not able to hold the line. McIsaac, he turns it over in neutral ice. Nice button hook there by Kendall. He sends it up to the wall, but a bit of a suicide pass for Smith. Macaulay behind the net now. He's going to send this around for Harvey. Harvey's going to... Can't see what Harvey's going to do from this angle. No goal. That was saved by Bowden. That was close. Trying my best not to laugh here. We've got an aerobics class just to my right that keeps catching my eye, and they're having fun over there, but it's funny. They've got the ribbons going, and oh dear, I gotta block that out of my peripheral vision. Try and sneak you guys a peek. Blake's got it. He's got time and space. Oh, he turns it over, though. Groom with time and space. Sent it to Sturgey on the wall. Sturgey taps that out to Chucky. Parsons picked that up. There goes the shutout. No harm. Still 3-1. Urquhart line out. Only a matter of time before they bury another one. Probably going to be this shift, I'd say. They've been so close. They do have one on the day. Mason has a second one, although it was a shorthanded goal, so it doesn't get credited to this line. But Andrew did set Tony up for a beautiful goal earlier. And it's going to happen again. There we go. Now Mason missed the pass. As a result, Irk wasn't able to get a good shot off. Away comes Muse. He goes wide. Drops it to his kid. Another shot on Bali. Easy save for Balver that time, though. Don't want another one to go in. This will be the Macaulay line. They've had a number of great scoring opportunities, but haven't been able to bury one. Harvey sends that over to Macaulay. Macaulay gets hauled off that puck, though. Smith applying pressure. Kendall. This goes behind the net. Gay sends that up. It's going to be icing, though. We'll do it back here in front of me. That goes behind the net. Neil fanned on it. Smith pins it in. Harvey's going to pick this up. He's got no one out front. Rodenheiser kicks that. Good job by Rodenheiser with the second effort. Macaulay not able to get it deep. Here goes Porter Kalita. Ooh, that was a good save by Bolivar, though. Huskies applying all kinds of pressure here in the third period. They've got the one goal, and they've had two really good chances since that goal. So on comes LeBlanc's line. This was the line that coughed that goal up. See if they can't get it back for us. Another good scoring opportunity there. All right, here goes Walsh. He sends it over to Sturge. Sturge not able to catch that pass, but he gets a nice second attempt. He dumps it in. Good job by Sturge. And we're going to get a face-off. Chucky was flying in. Matheson read that. Good start for this line. Chucky won that draw, but Walsh wasn't able to get a stick on it. As a result, here goes Parsons. Ooh, just missed top. Kendall. Kendall coughs that up, but Chucky's there to grab that rebound. Out it comes. Here goes Walshy. That goes deep. They change. This will bring on the Urquhart line. Chucky's out there right now. He's going to buy time to let his teammates get into position. Great job by Chucky. Tony comes in to help Chuck. Chuck's got to go off. Off he goes. This is Henneberry. Coughs it up to Cole. Cole puts it back to Thompson. Thompson there. He's got it for now. He sends it along the wall to Henneberry. Not able to get much on of it. Urquhart steals that. Urquhart's got time and space. Again, you know what happens when Urquhart has time and space. Sends it to the badge. Back to Urk with all kinds of time and space. Missed his target there, though. Here goes Parsons versus Cole. Two heavy hitters. The battle of bodies there. I'll call that one a tie. Andrew sends it out for Tony. That gets gloved down by Porter. Porter gets all kinds of ice, this kid. I guess I understand why. They do have a short bench as well. They've only got 12 or 13 skaters, I think. Harvey sends that over for Sid. Sid's going to shovel that in. Matheson sends that over. Number 9. It must be an AP player. I think he's got a Red Wings helmet. Can they whack at that? There it is. Oh, what a chance for these kids. Good job there by Harvey. Steals that. It goes right back in. It's all blue jerseys. And icing. All right, that'll allow Adams' line mates to catch up with him. Again, Macaulay and Smith will come out. Harvey taps that back for Smith. McNeil. McNeil takes a bump from Harvey. Smith's digging. It's over on that side of the ice. Smith goes down. Hughes has it. Harvey smashes him. Out it comes. Harvey to Bowden. Bowden hits a skate. Big mistake there by Chase Bowden. Will it be costly? Nope, it won't. It almost was, though. I was holding my breath. Three minutes left to play in the game. 3-1 lead. Gonna have to give the edge to the Huskies here in the third period. It's been fairly even, but they've certainly found another gear here in the third. Will it be enough? I doubt it. Here goes Smith. Dumps it in deep. He's chasing. Not going to get there first, though. Harvey not able to steal that. Applied good pressure. That comes in. They have to go off. This is McNeil. They're going to pull their goalie here before too long, I think. Harvey needs to come off. He takes a look at the bench. Here goes Chucky. Harvey. Walsh, she's in there. Harvey comes off right in the middle of the scrum. You don't see that much. Henneberry. There goes Porter. Porter's got to do something special here if he's going to get his team back into it. Porter behind the net. He's got space now. They're giving him too much room. He rips it. It's there. Just like that. It's 1 goal a game. I suspect Rod calls a timeout here. No, he wants to talk to the ref. Not sure what. I didn't see. It's too far away to see, but there's something they didn't like. I could see Blake Sturge putting his hands up as well. All right, we're going to put Andrew's line out to finish this game. 132. I suspect they're going to pull their goalie. They're going to put their big guns out, which is going to be Kalita, Hannaberry, and Parsons, Gay, and whoever number 9 is, again, probably an AP. They do have a 6 skater on the ice, so there's another timeout called. You got to do some lip reading there on Sturge. But it's like, definitely play defensive hockey. Do not let them score on you. Hockey's not that complicated of a game. Sometimes we overcomplicate things. Keep the puck out of the back of the net. Liga's going to come off. He's going to be replaced by Harvey. That's just for defensive reasons only. Burkhardt at center. They win the draw. That goes deep. Sid's going in hard. Harvey's going to pick this up on the wall. He sends that over directly to Mason. Mason hits Andrew. Really great passing there by these guys. Now we're going to kill clock. Harvey, he's going to go back there. It's all blue. Harvey's got to get there. Uh-oh, mistake by Groom. Will it cost us? It almost did dearly. Rare mistake by Groom. Burkhardt, he's going to cover this. He needs help. It pops out to a blue jersey. Going to go to the blue line. This is number 9. He wasn't able to hold the line. It's 43 seconds left. It's being covered by Harvey. Mason's got that other side. Good job here by the blue team to control the play. They put it out front. Mason. Mason's going to ice this, and it goes in. Good job, Mason. That'll give the Knights the W, although that was a tense few seconds here. I got the drumsticks going here behind me. That's what I was laughing at, folks. You can't blame me, I don't think. They look like they're having fun, though. All right. McCulley sends that in. Walshy's out there with this launch. This sends Madsen's back in net. McNeil by the Knights. Awesome start to the day. We'll be back at 3:30 this afternoon. We're playing in Sackville. I don't know which